Hi guys, welcome back again to the channel. Today we are making a 6 pieces gown with half cuts and ruffles at the neckline. It's actually an off shoulder with ruffles, as you can see. So if you're interested, please continue watching and watch to the end so you won't miss out of any important information. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So guys, this is the material we are going to use for the tutorial for the gown. This is my organza. I'll be using this black organza. I have 2 yards here and the length is by 60, and then I'll be making use of this African print. Feel free to make use of any material you have. So we are going to start by cutting the half length. Then after cutting the half length, we'll cut the down part, which is the 6 pieces skirt, and then attach it together to form the gown. Well, I'm going to make use of a straight dart bustier for this particular style. If you like, you can make use of an off-shoulder princess dart bustier or any bustier of your choice. There's no problem with that. So to cut out the material, the quantity of the material we need, I've just placed my material on fold. I've folded it into 2, as you can see. Because it's an off-shoulder bustier, we are going to minus 5 inches. So I'm going to remove 5 inches and place my measurements like this to measure my half length. The half length for this style is 16 inches. That's what I'll be using, 16 inches. Then I'll add extra 1.5 inches, making it 17.5. So after that, I'm going to measure from here horizontally. I'll measure out my bust circumference divided by 2 and add 8 inches allowance. So my bust circumference is 39 divided by 2 will give us 19.5, and I'll add 8 inches extra allowance, which will cover for all the dart and zip allowance we need. So after cutting it out, this is what we need for the half length. So I'm going to fold like this into 2 and fold again like this. So this one will be for back side, and then I'll use this one for the front side. So guys, we're going to start with the front side. After cutting the front side, we'll cut the back side. The first thing I'll do is to add my vertical measurement. So minus 5, I'll take my bust point, which is 10. 10 inches is my bust point. Then my under bust 13. Then the half length is 16. Okay. So I will only need 1 inch here for allowance. I'm going to cut out this one. So I'll draw out the line. So I haven't gotten the vertical lines, the bust point, under bust, and the half length. The next thing I'll do is to take my bust span. So I'll come here and I'll measure my bust span, which is the distance from one bust to the other. So for me it's 8 inches divided by 2, because the material is folded into 2, as you can see. So divide by 2 will give us 4, plus half inch for sewing allowance, making it 4.5. So I'll mark 4.5 here. The same thing here, 4.5. So now we have gotten our bust span line here. So we are going to add our dart now. I'll come to the under bust line. This is the under bust line. So I'll take that of 2 inches. 1 inch this side and 1 inch the other side, making it 2. So you have a big bust, you take 1.5 this side and 1 inch this side. So the amount of that you add here depends on how busty you are. So I'll connect like this. So I'll connect from this bust point to this place with a curve. The same thing. I'll curve it like this and then curve it like this. So this is our dart for this side. Then coming to this upper side, I'll take 2 inches again. So 1 inch here and 1 inch here. So from there I'll connect to the bust point. So this is what I have. So the next thing I'll do is to take the wideness of the neckline. So for me, the wideness of the neckline I need for this style is going to be 12 inches. The wideness, that's the neck width, 12 inches. So when I divide it by 2, we get 6. So I'll come here and measure 6 inches and mark. So I'll replace these 2 inches dart. This 2 inches dart, I'll replace it here. Because by the time I remove it, it will not be up to 6. I hope you understand. So we'll come here and replace it. So we now have extra 2 inches here now. Then we can add like ½ inch for allowance. So from there, I'm going to take my armhole depth. My armhole depth is 8 inches, then I mark. So I'm going to, from this line, make a curve like this. So this is my armhole curve now. So we are going to add our circumference measurement. My bust is 39 divided by 4 will give us 9.75, which is here. Then I'll replace this dart 2 inches plus extra 2 inches for sewing allowance, making it 4. Then coming to the under bust, my under bust is 34 divided by 4 give us 8.5. We'll replace this dart 2 and add 2 inches sewing allowance, making it 4. I'll take this measurement down to the half length. Then for the neckline, I'm going to remove 1 inch here, 1 inch. And then I'll connect, I'll make a small curve like this. So the next thing I'll do now is to cut it out. So we are done with the front side. I'll cut the back side now. I'll first of all remove the zip bulge by ½ inch. So I'll come here and measure ½ inch and then draw a line. So I'm going to take 1.5 inches for zip allowance. 1.5, 1.5, and I'll draw my line. So as you can see, while this place is 1.5 from the edge, this place is 2 inches. So this ½ inch here is for zip bulge. So we removed it, and then the zip allowance is not looking completely straight. That's because the back is not that straight. From there, I'll take my vertical measurement -5. My bust point is 10. And then the half length. So I'm going to cut this side. We need only the bust point. So the next thing we are going to do is to add our darts. with the bust span, which is 4.5, and I'll take it half inch on both sides, half inch this side and half inch this side. So the length of the dart will be 1 inch above the bust point for me, 1 inch above the bust point or even more. So we are going to connect the wideness of the neckline is going to be 6 inches as well. So I'll measure my 6 inches here and take the neck depth minus 5. I'll take the neck depth, which is 8. So we're going to connect from here to here. So I'll add half inch for allowance here. I'll connect like this. So this is my armhole curve. So I'm going to come in here by 1 inch as well and connect so that it will not be straight. It will look like a little curve shape. So my bust measurement is 39 divided by 4, 9.75, which is here. We'll be adding 2 inches allowance. 2 inches allowance. Here my under bust measurement is 8.5. That is 34 divided by 4. We'll replace 1 inch dart, 1 inch dart, and then 2 inches for sewing allowance. So I've cut out the lining and equally attach my interfacing. Like always, what I'm using is paper gum. So I've done that for the back side. I didn't attach interfacing on this one, but if you have enough, please do. So I'm going to cut the wording now. What I'm using is the medium type. If you want to curve this side, you can just curve it a bit if you want. You can leave it straight. So we are going to join like this. If you want, you can use your pressing iron to gum the wording together. So feel free to do what you want. I'll go over to the machine and I'll join like this down. So after sewing this side, I'll sew this side as well. So I'll do so on the lining. Then I'll sew the back side and pick my dart, and I'll be back. So I'm through with the front and back. So, and I've given it a good press. So when you finish sewing your own, just give it a notch and iron it. This is the lining. I've equally ironed this one. So this is the inside and then this is the outside. So the next thing I'll do now is to use the lining to turn the neckline. I'll stitch like this and then use the lining to turn the neckline and iron it as well. So guys, I'm through with the upper parts. So I've attached it to the down length, which is the skirt part, the 6 pieces skirt, to complete the gown. Because of time, I did not show us how to cut the 6 pieces skirt. But if you don't know how to cut the 6 pieces skirt, that's the down part, I will leave the link of the video, the tutorial on how to cut 6 pieces skirt in the description box, and I will leave it on the screen there, so you can click to watch And I believe after watching the video you should be able to cut the 6 pieces and fix your own and attach your own here as well. It is not difficult at all. So after you cut your own 6 pieces, if you don't know how to sew it, just know that you will sew 3 pieces in the front. So you sew the front separately and then you sew the back separately. This is the back side. So because of the zip allowance at the back side of the skirt part, the 6 pieces, it is going to be 4 pieces in number instead of 3. I hope you understand. So if you still don't understand what I'm explaining here, please leave your question. I'll attend to it. So having gotten this, the next thing we are going to do is to shape the gown. So guys, I'm through with the shaping. So the next thing we are going to do is to fix a band here as the sleeve. Okay, so after that we are going to attach the ruffles. So here I have this material for the sleeve. For you to know how many inches of this band to cut out for the sleeve, we are going to do a simple mass. So you are going to measure your round shoulder. You are going to measure your round shoulder like this, and whatever measurement you have, whatever measurement there, you are going to write it. For me, my round shoulder measurement is 43 minus the front neck width and the back neck width. Remember, our neck width is 12 inches, the wideness of the neck. So we have 12 inches as the front neck width and 12 inches at the back neck width. Altogether 24. So it's 43 minus 24, which will give us 19. So it means that this one and this one, the two of them, is going to be 19. So the next thing we are going to do is to divide the 19 into 2. So the 19 divided by 2. So 19 divided by 2 will now give us 9.5. 9.5. So what it simply means is that we are going to measure 9.5 here. Measure 9.5 and add sewing allowance of 1 inch. So I'll cut it out now. So by the time we fix this one here and fix this one here and then measure it all around, we are going to get 43. I hope you understand. So this is simply how to get this sleeve here. So having gotten the length, the next thing I'm going to check is the wideness of the band. I'm going to make use of 2 inches plus ½ inch sewing allowance. So what I should have here is 2.5 inches. So I'm going to cut. So we're going to go over to the machine and sew with ½ inch. Then I'm going to turn it to the right side. Then after turning to the right side, I'll fix it here, this side and this side. So guys, after fixing the sleeve, that is this band, I went ahead and used bias tape to close up the rough edges so that it will be neat, as you can see. So this is it for the sleeve. The next thing is to fix the ruffles. So for the ruffles, I have this organza material, 2 yards, and I'll be using the entire 2 yards. I'll be making use of the round shoulder times 2. The wideness of the ruffles is going to be 6 inches. 6 inches. So I'll measure 12, and when I fold it like this, we are going to get 6 inches. I hope you understand. I will measure 12 and cut all of them. So after cutting it by 12 inches, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 6 of them. So I'm going to make use of the round shoulder, which is 43. I'll be tightening it by 2 to get 86. So what it means is that, you know, the length of this organza is by 60. So I'll just pick one and join to another one. So we'll be joining 2, 2. I know it will be more than 86, but I'm going to use it like that, because 60 plus 60 is 120. The more the length, the more full the ruffles will be. So we are going to make use of two of them. So the ruffles is going to be 3 lines. This one will be 1 line, then this one will be the second line, and then this one will be the third line. So what I will do now is to go over to the machine and join the two of them. After joining, the next thing I will do is to hold it. I'll fold it like this. Then I'm going to stitch, and I'll leave an opening at the center. I stitch it down to this edge. All right, I left an opening here. This is where I'm going to turn to the right side from here. So what we are going to do now is I'll place it like this. I'm going to place the organza like this, and the stitches will be at the center. So it will be like this, and I'm going to close up this side. So we're going to sew this side, and I'll do the same thing at this other side. I'll place it like this, and I'll close up this side. So I've closed up this side, the 2 edges, these 2 sides. So having closed the 2 sides, we are going to turn to the right side from that opening that we left at the center here. So turn to the right side. You can use your hand, just turn, or you are going to look for something, put it like this, and place it like this. So this is the right side now. So I've turned this side. I will turn the other side as well. Just look for something and put it like this. It can be anything. You can even use your hand to turn, because it's wide enough to accommodate your hand. So I'll turn like this, and it will come out from the same opening from here. So guys, the next thing I will do is to place it like this and iron it. I'm going to iron it like this so that it will relax. It will relax very well. So guys, I'm through with the ironing. So guys, at this point, the next thing I'll do is to print. Is to go over to the machine and print. I'll do printing instead of gathers. I'm going to print like this. You know how to do printing. So I'll go over to the machine and print. And after printing, I'm going to make sure that the wideness is going to be 43. That is round the shoulder measurements, because this is where we are going to place the ruffles. So I've just finished printing the organza. I'll go ahead and fix it on the neckline. and I'll be back. So guys, after fixing the ruffles, this is what we have. Try it out and let me know your result in the comment section. And please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe for more videos, and share for others to see the video and watch. You may be helping someone. All right, this is the final look of the dress. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I will see you again. For now, bye bye.